Fox 11 10 o'clock news.
Before you take that summer cruise, take a trip to your doctor and take precautions, because if you get seriously sick at sea, it could cost you big money. It may even be a matter of life and death. Phil Schuman tells us why.
It was their first vacation after retiring, and for Caridad Cruz, it would be her last.
She just started feeling bad. She started feeling weak, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
Granddaughter Iris Cortina says Caridad took a fall, and a day later, she was dead.
We were fighting to get her flown here to Miami or anywhere close, and it didn't happen.
Cause of death, an embolism to the brain brought on by the fall. The family's now suing, charging negligent medical care on board. Their attorney is Charles Lipcon.
A lot of this bad medical care that we see on cruise ships, it's preventable. It could be easily rectified, but it's not done. And one is, it's not a profit center for the cruise lines. And number two is the laws are very lenient to the cruise lines.
A spokesman for the industry says, quote, "Cruise ships have medical facilities and professional staffs that meet or exceed established guidelines, but suggest passengers consult with their own doctors before traveling." This is a bigger problem than you might think. According to the American College of Emergency Physicians, every year some 200,000 people need medical attention out there on the ocean. Granted, some of the problems might be minor, a sprained ankle, but others are life-threatening. Sandra Heitman's a good example of that.
They didn't know what I had. I had multiple organ failure. She never took my temperature, my blood pressure.
She says a ship nurse misdiagnosed her.
By the time we actually saw the doctor and he realized there was something seriously wrong with me, we were out in the middle of the ocean. If they continue with these policies, they will kill somebody.
Cruise ships aren't really floating hospitals, they're floating resorts.
UCLA's Dr. Rome JUTABHA says cruise ship medical centers are set up more like first aid stations, not emergency rooms.
If you fall down, you break a leg, twist your ankle, scrape your knee, they can deal with those minor issues. But if you have a life-threatening illness, that's a dangerous place to be.
And consider the costs. Cruise ships operate under foreign flags, so American health insurance might not cover on-board medical care. We obtained these receipts from a passenger who went into a coma on a cruise. She says they treated her for a heart attack she didn't have. The bill, about $27,000. Attorney Lipcon, who spent 30 years in maritime law, says there are ways you can protect yourself. His new book, Unsafe on the High Seas, offers these tips. Get shots for contagious diseases. Always watch your step on board. Check insurance coverage and consider buying a supplemental policy. Notify the cruise line of any pre-existing conditions and bring copies of your medical history. Also, check your cruise line. Lipcon thinks Princess and Holland America have better medical reputations. Iris Cortina says that by telling her grandmother's story, she's hoping to see big changes.
You've got people that, are dying on these cruise ships and nothing's being done. I'm here to tell everyone what's happening, and I really don't want this to happen to anybody else.
Recently, Bob Corrales, an LA Sheriff's deputy, became ill aboard a cruise ship. He and his wife had to pay more than $40,000 for treatment and had to be airlifted home. Corrales has been diagnosed with leukemia. The bottom line, experts say, think seriously about travel insurance. We have more information about protecting yourself at sea on our website, myfoxla.com.
2 Orange County Sheriff's deputies